Okay, that looks good. All right, let's see how this works. Trying to see if I can get this to work on both websites today instead of breaking. Looks like it's going so much better than yesterday. So that's a good start. We love that. We love that. All right, let's see if I push this live, how that's going to work. Go to public, done, save. All right, let's see what happens. We're going to go public there, and hopefully everything will work. Oh, I closed the tab. That's very annoying. Let's open that tab up. Let's tweet that out, and let's see if I can get this to not break on me. It would be wonderful if everything worked like it's supposed to today. Connecting, I've got a chat. That's a good start. Pop out chat. Let's see if I can find the pop out. There's the pop out. What's up, Lycan? How's it going? Thanks so much for tuning in. What's up, Agent? Yo, Agent, let me know if this looks good, sounds good. I would appreciate it. Want to see if everything's going to look good and sound good for you guys. What's up, baby? How's it going? What's up, Ira Fishing? How you doing, Sam Saltman? How's it going? Yes, please. Let's do it. I got my little Nimbug. More Stellars, Enzy. What's up, Popular? How's it going? Liver, what's good? What's good? Looks and sounds good so far. What's up, Evan? How are you today, my friend? So the team did some tweaks. We did some tweaks. We changed the Stellar odds. We made them much harder, which is fun. Pre-alpha. Game looks great. Thank you, man. Dude, I'm so proud of what we're doing. We're doing some really epic stuff, and I'm excited that it looks like things are going to work today. I got to turn this down. We're working on it. We're hoping for end of 27 is our plan. So, obviously, some work to be done, but very excited about what we're doing. Why did I take so much more damage than you did? Why is my Nimbug not doing it? Stellar and 13 encounters. I know. We just got to find all the Stellars today. Looks really cool. Yeah, baby. We're doing it, guys. This is pre-alpha. This is just the beginning of what we were building. It looks like everything is working so much better today, which is great to hear. We're going to have so much fun today. I'm going to be playing this. I don't know how to make commands on... I don't know how to make commands on the... Oh, I should use Cryoscorch. See how that goes. I don't know how to make commands on YouTube. Is there a way that we can link the Kickstarter page? I think it's in the description. But how do you make, like... how do you do that? All right, let's see if we can figure this out. Let's go for suppression. Back day one, thank you so much. Why couldn't I do Android? We're doing Switch and Steam. You can grab a Steam one, yeah. Is there gonna be music? Yes, you can actually hear the music. We've got in-game music. We've got an epic composer. Actually, Evan, who was just here a second ago, is our epic composer doing some great stuff. It's gonna be amazing, dude. We're really building something amazing. We have no plans for customizations, Salt. We're doing you know, that's not a focus of ours right now. Starters are going to be available in the wild, yes. Okay, I actually think Cryoscorch could totally chain these dudes here. I actually do. All right, looks like today we're actually not struggling with our, whatchamacallit? We're not struggling with our stream, so I'm glad that's working. It was very weird. I changed a couple things on my end to give myself a better shot. Can't wait for the lore. That's the key, man. That is, like, legitimately the key. Is giving us the opportunity to tell the lore. Okay, let me see. How do I make a command on YouTube chat? Does anyone know how to make commands on YouTube chat? I know how to do adcom, exclamation point RPG link. Does that work? I don't know how to actually do YouTube chat commands. I don't know if you have to, like, get Nightbot in there or what you got to do. Why no phones? No focus on phones right now, man. Like I said, I appreciate that people are mobile gamers, but that's just not a focus of ours right now. Is there going to be a soft reset for starters? There's going to be so many stellar hunting mechanics. We're going to make it super fun and easy for you guys to stellar hunt. Maybe not easy. The odds are going to be tough, you know. But you're going to be able to hunt all the things. No stellar locks. So, is there gyms or something similar? So you'll be traversing the world, chasing down and challenging the divine gods of Greek mythology. That's what you're going to be doing. So it's a little bit different. Oh, by the way, I was given a challenge by the team. I said to the team, I said, hey, you know, I was wondering, is there a world where we can maybe you know, give my guys some higher levels so that way I can beat things a little easier in Stellar Hunt. And they said, well, listen, Dan, you shouldn't do that. We're going to make you struggle through it. There's plenty of tools and resources that you can find, Dan, if you encounter various Elestrals and look at their move pools. You can figure out ways to Stellar Hunt and get through the challenges that you want. So I like it. I appreciate it. It turns out this Cryo Scorch, by the way, was a 1% encounter. The Cryo Scorch I have, a 1% encounter, had no idea. We found that yesterday, which was pretty hype. So, very cool. I don't know how to do commands in the YouTube chat, guys. Does anyone know? There's a Sluggle. I think we should totally get a Sluggle. So yeah, they wanted me to do it. They wanted me to challenge it. What's the bar under SP? So you have your spirit points for your spirit. So your spirit points basically serve as like your HP and your PP in a lot of ways. We're still fine-tuning the system, but it's going to be very epic. So when will this be live? We're developing it right now, and our anticipated launch is going to be end of 27. That's what we're working towards. So the pixel art is so good. Isn't it, Laura? Oh, I love the pixel art. I feel like that's one thing I'm super excited about, guys, is I just feel like we absolutely nailed the style, dude. I really feel like we nailed the art style that I was hoping for, and we've got something really epic. How do I feel about the Pokemon patent situation? I feel totally fine about it. In fact, yesterday it was announced that the patent attorney's office is going to be revisiting some of those patents. That was what I saw. Ooh, an Astrabbit. That would be a crazy one for us to Stellar Hunt for, is the Astrabbit. That would be crazy. Will this be on Switch and Switch 2? That is the plan, Skis. Yes, our hope is to be able to put it on both Switch and Switch 2. We're going to develop it for Switch because we have a Switch dev kit. And then we would work to try to port it to do both. That would be the plan. So you port it to Switch, and then you change the components to be able to work on the Switch 2. So I'm interested in your capture mechanic. All right, well, you can watch me do it right now. So this is bonding. So it's a little mini game where you got to actually press the buttons. And currently, because it's in pre-alpha, we don't have like the fail rate built into it. But there is going to be a wait, like if I misclicked on some of those buttons or didn't do it fast enough, then your chances of bonding will go down. So I have successfully bonded with the little Astrabbit. It's going to go into my box now. How many different Elestrals can you collect? There's going to be over 140 Elestrals to collect. So here is this friend, Astrabbit, who we just got. Let's take a look at little Astrabbit here. Astrabbit has Whimper, Pounce, Flame Spit, and Zap. So we're still working on some of those moves and stuff, but you guys can get the general idea there. Our overworld encounter is going to appear stellar. Yes, in fact, actually, if you look, that is a stellar Dougie chasing me right now. Oh, a Cryo Scorch. Yo, that's the 1% encounter. That's the 1% encounter Cryo Scorch. That's actually crazy. That's actually crazy. So if you guys didn't know, Elestrals Awakened is now the #1 funded video game of 2025. You guys can support us now, heading over to Kickstarter, backing Elestrals Awakened. Do not miss out. It is going to be so epic. We're going to have so much fun. If you guys have questions, you want to know anything before you back, let me know. We are going to be utilizing the stellar chaining mechanic here in a little bit. I'm just deciding on what I want to chain for. They bumped the odds on me. Yesterday I was playing with 1 in 1,000 odds, and then they said, no, Dan, we're going to make the odds 1 in 4,000. You're going to have to work for it now. So they're making me work for it. They're making me work for it. Yes, overworld encounters do show as stellar. In fact, we have some videos going up on the channel today or tomorrow that show that. So you'll have. I actually got some stellars yesterday. We're gonna upload, which is pretty sweet. So I kind of want to go. What do I want to hunt for, man? That's what I gotta decide. I feel like I shouldn't have healed because I just lost my empowerment. I feel like Hydrake would be crazy, dude. Like Hydrake would be actually insane, but also tremendous work. Funglow would be relatively easy because its spawn rate is really good. This Cryo Scorch is key, I think. I think if I just use my Cryo Scorch, we're going to be in a great spot. Clovey's another one. We could go Clovey. We could go Clovey. We've been working on this for about 3 months, dude. About 3 months. Giraflora is not in the game right now. That doesn't mean it won't be, but it's not currently in the game. Clovey, yes. Clovey is super cute. Yes, I'm actually going to show you guys the stellar hunting mechanics soon. I just got to decide what I actually want to hunt for. I'm leaning... I mean, Sluggle would go so hard. You can dodge things, by the way, and you can jump. Sluggle would go so hard. Mustation would actually go so hard too. I don't know. Can I one-shot Mustation? It would be part of the key, yeah. If you back Luna and select the switch key, you'll get it that way. All right, if I Blizzard you, what happens? Do I one-shot you? Okay, I do. That's a good start. We can do that. How early do backers get the game? So there's different tiers for beta and alpha access. I think Mustation actually is kind of good because there's so many spawns here. Maybe I hunt the Mustation for KG. There is a Nuzlocke mode as part of the campaign, yes. So we've already unlocked Nuzlocke mode, mono element mode. We've unlocked a bunch of different modes that you'll be able to use. The post-game replayability of Elestrals Awakened is going to be nuts, guys. Permadeath, Nuzlocke, randomizer mode, all of these different modes have been unlocked as part of our Kickstarter and are going to be a part of the game when it fully releases. So not only will you have a 20+ hour story to go on an adventure for, but after you beat it, you can play it again in a totally different way. We're unlocking so many cool modes, and it's going to be Steam and Switch. How do you back the game? Head over to our Kickstarter, Elestrals Awakened on Kickstarter. Don't miss out on it. It's going to be crazy, guys. We're building something really, really epic right now, and we've already set the record for the most funded video game of 2025. So best tier to play ASAP is, I believe it's the Elite Caster tier. That'll get you alpha access. So are there rare Elestrals like legendaries? I can't speak to all the lore and the secrets. I got to keep some stuff on the down low. All right. So here, I got to decide, what do I want to go for? What do I want to go for right now? Do I chain the Mustation? Do I chain the Mustation? Do I chain... Mustation does feel like a good choice because he's a very common spawn. It would be pretty easy to chain him. I'm trying to think. Oh, you just... No, don't get me. Wah! Dodged him. Dodged him with the dodge. Or do I go Hydrake, dude? Because Hydrake would be crazy. Or Fawnlet. Fawnlet would also go so hard. All of these would go... I feel like I should go for a starter, dude. I feel like we should go for a starter right now. What's up, Vivid? Mono Spirit, Permadeath, Randomizer, Nuzlocke, strap in. That's exactly it, dude. Go for the Mustation. I'll get it eventually. All right. Should I do Mustation? Or Moss Station, the boy right here. Yo, I kind of like Moss Station, too. Yo. Do I go Moss? Do I want to take it from you and go Mustation, dude? I'll do it. I'm going for Mustation. You want to drop me the image, KG? I'll go for it. I'll go for it. You want me to go Moss? All right, you guys got to decide. Do you want me to go Moss Station or Must Station? So they're Nexus forms of each other. So this guy over here that, I don't know what happened. Do I beat him? The little grass guy, he's Earth. He's got a little mustache. This guy. This is Moss Station, guys, okay? So we can Stellar Hunt for him. He's super cool. He's pink when he's Stellar. And then the other dude is Must Station, and he is orange when he's Stellar. He's great Stellar, dude. He's so good. He's so good. Starters can be found in the wild. Yes, you'll be able to find the starters in the wild. So Must Station, that's this guy. These orange crap. I kind of like this guy because he has so many spawns. I like our chances. We're going for Mustation. Let's do it. Drop me the PNG for it, brother. I'm going for it. I'm going for it, KG. All right, so we're going to kick off this chaining mechanic utilizing Empowerment's Chain of Stars. Our chain has begun. This is a new Stellar Hunting mechanic. Apparently, we upped the odds to over 1 in 4,000, by the way. So now the odds are much harder. The odds are much harder. All right, let's go up against this Sundial here. Let's get it. Let's get it. We're going to go and pass turn. Let's see if I can survive. Oh, Tsunami. Tell me that's going to wreck me, dude. Block from switching. All right, let's try to see if I can get healed up here. What did he go? What was that? What did you even just use against me? I don't even know what... block has ended. I got to get out of here. He's wrecking me, dude. He's wrecking me. All right, we cannot run into any Must Stations in this process. We just ran into a Kreisboar. I'm a little nervous. I do not want to get beat by said Kreisboar. I think I just run from him, to be honest. All right, they do show Stellar in the overworld. Yes, they do indeed. All right, I got to figure out what can I train against that's going to get me... I cannot run into a Must Station. I can't run into these crabs. We got to stay away from those guys. I need to find something else. Not you. I have to stay away from you. The trees are messed up here. Don't mind me. All right, there's a Sundial. Let's do that. Hey, thank you so much, Carghosty. I appreciate that. Exclamation point RPG if you guys want to back. Let's hit him with a Blizzard. This should give me enough. It actually didn't. I frostbit him. Am I going to live this? I actually didn't live it. That's terrible. Actually terrible. Let's go Dougie. Let's go Dougie. I think I just messed up, but that's okay. I can actually run. If I switch my party, though, it's going to mess that up, isn't it? Yeah, it does mess it up. Oh, man. All right, well, let's go heal, and then we'll come back, and we will do Mustation Chain. I got to update my encounters on the layout as well, and we should be in good shape. Well, we're going to do it. We got this. We got this. I'll wait for my image. We've got a 1 chain going on right now. All right, let's farm ourselves up. Is that a Lunar Dougie? No, that's Stellar Dougie, baby. We found Stellar Dougie yesterday. Is there a sort of base stat point system for Elestrals? Yes, and actually that's one of the things that we're simplifying in a really cool way. Hey, Squeak, thanks for the 5 gifties, man. We're simplifying the base stat system in a really cool way that's going to make it so Elestrals feel dynamic and diverse, but without overcomplicating the number system. So currently what we have set up is that Elestrals can reach up to 100 stat, essentially. But it depends on their base stats. So let's keep it rocking. I had to pause there for a second, so don't mind me. Needed to pay it for it. Thank you very much. It's $25 if you back us on Kickstarter right now, Paulie. It's going to be about $35 to $40 on release, so getting it now on Kickstarter is going to save you some money. It's an economical decision, and inflation is going to make your dollar even worse if you wait. So back us on Kickstarter. Over 8,000 backers so far. We are the #1 video game of 2025. You are getting involved in an epic project. Your boy is crushing right now. We're doing our best to make something really amazing. So if you have the ability to back us, that would be super sweet. That would be super sweet. Exclamation point RPG, or I will drop the link. If it pauses, because I did it myself. All right, so we're down at 1 in 4,000 odds. We're going to get our first buff here soon. I got to see if I can get the first buff. I got to try to build up my chain. Actually, I wonder if I were to put Astravan in the front here and try to build up my chain on this sundial, if that's actually the play, because he was putting in some work before. So excited to start your journey with Alun and Fawnlit. Oh, I love it. I love it. Is there a gym-like system? It's similar. You're going to be challenging the divine gods of Greek mythology, but I don't want to give up too much, right? So I'm trying to be mindful of not spoiling too much about the game. So, Tsunami? No, don't do that to me. All right, Dougie, do your thing. Oh, you know what? I legitimately just got a message from the team that said avoid getting knocked out by Tsunami, because if they block you and it kills your guy, then you're in trouble. So let me see if I can fix this. I think there is an end. Let's see here. Teleport to... Let's see if this will work. I don't know if it's going to kick me out of the fight. I might have to reboot. Oh, yeah, crushing it. All right, we're going to just reboot it. Bear with me. Bear with me. I legitimately just got the DM that says, don't get killed by Tsunami. It's going to soft lock you. We just found the bug. It's all good, dude. All right, so let's do, we'll hit load. Let's see if this will work. Load. Okay. And cool, we're good. We're back at where we were. Good stuff. All right, let's close that. And let us grab my Cryo Scorch. I do have to start the chain again, but that's okay. A pre-alpha with bugs, I know. It's terrible. How could I? When does beta access start? We are aiming for beta access in like mid-27, I would say. Is a good bet. Do they have genders? We don't have genders in the game right now. Will they in the future? I don't actually know the answer. I haven't thought that far. I suppose that's easy enough to do. Wasn't like a priority thing for us in the pre-alpha right now, though. Oh, I love that. Look at the little stellar mudlet, dude. He's so cute. High tide. All right. He's going to increase his agility. I'm at 8, and we will pass turn. When does alpha start? Mid next year is the plan. How big is your team? Our team is, I would say, like maybe like 10 people. But I think it's really, what's really crazy is the development of this pre-alpha, guys, was about 3 months. About 3 months of development so far. And that was done like halftime. Like pretty much the whole team was, oh, because I switched, I lost my buff. That's a bummer. All right, that was done pretty much halftime because, you know, we weren't full-time on the project yet. But now, oh, that's the issue, bro. I gotta fix my levels. Hold on. That's the issue. I gotta fix my levels. I was like, why am I getting wrecked right now? Set, what is it? It's set party level. All right. So what happened is they made a new build that set everything to 25. And, okay, I saved. They made a new build that set everything to 25, but my team was not set to 25 because I was on the previous build where everything was set to 10. So I just up my dudes all to 25, so that way I'm on the same level as everything else. So there you go. This is Elestrals Awakened, Cyber. It is my monster catching RPG that is currently the #1 backed monster RPG of 2025 on Kickstarter, man. So we're doing some really cool things, and we're making some history right now. So hopefully you find it super fun and you'll get involved with us. Is the team size of 4 final? Yes, that is correct. It is a team size of 4, which I think is going to be really good. We have 8 elements, so that's going to allow some really interesting diversity and strategy for players. So that's really what we're working towards. You like the 2D characters and 3D design and combat? Yeah, baby. Could make the genders have different stats. I'm not really interested in that, Jinx. If an Elestral is available somewhere, will its Nexus form always be available in or next the same biome? Oh, absolutely not, no. There are going to be some Elestrals that you'll be able to encounter their original forms or one of their Nexus forms, and then maybe their Nexus form you won't be able to find until later in the game. So, no, they certainly won't be all in the same spot. There are dual elements, yes. So there are some Elestrals that are dual elements. Cryo Scorch here is Frost and Fire. So we are going to kick off our new chain. I had to start over because I bugged out. So it's going to start our chain. Let me grab the Mestation. Okay, I got the image here. Here, let me go over here. I got the image. Let me update the layout for the people out there. Let's do add source, image. Let's get Mestation in here. How's the chain work? You're going to watch. I had to figure it out yesterday on stream. It was actually really fun. All right, there is... Oh, Mestation is very large. He's a very large little guy. Oh, I messed up. I messed up. He flipped around. How do I fix that? There we go. All right, there's Mestation. Our encounters, we're going to go down to 2, I think. Or 1. Let's see, is my encounter thing working? It's not. Let's open my encounter program. See if that's going to work for me. All right. And we'll see if I can go down to on the encounter. Is it going to work? It's not working. Come on, encounter thing. Okay, all the way down to 1. Beautiful. Okay, I think that's all working properly. All right, I think it is. Okay, so let's go to the Mestation. Oh, I kind of messed up already, but that's okay. We'll see if we can make this work. We'll go, we'll hit him with a Crystallize. We're looking for end of year 27. After you guys say any plans for Nobby. So actually, I am going to do Nobby. I am saving Nobby. By the way, I'm saving Nobby for Friday. And the reason why is Friday, I'm doing a 12-hour stream, guys. I'm doing a 12-hour stream on Friday. And I'm saving Nobby for that because the team basically said to me, hey, Nobby is going to be one of the hardest things to hunt. But there are moves that you can find in the build that are going to allow you to be able to withstand Nobby and effectively chain it. And I said, all right, I will trust it, and we're going to do that. So we're going to basically build out our team here so that way we can hunt Nobby. Can't believe you went from playthrough to stellar hunting your own game. Isn't that crazy? Yo, Toasty, what's good, man? Yes, thank you for the biddies, dude. I appreciate that, Toasty. All right, let's go. We got a 2 chain right now. They changed the chain a little bit, so it's a little harder. Oh, I didn't want to fight you. It's a little harder because the odds are so much higher. But, chain broken, no! Wait, why did it break? Oh, did he just send out a Mestation? Is that what happened? And no, he sent out a Sluggle. Wait, how is the chain broken? I'm confused. What did I do wrong? I feel like Mestation is going to be so hard. Does the $75 backing get the game when it comes out? Yeah, guys. Even the $25 backing gets you a copy of the game when it comes out. You will be able to get a Steam copy or a Switch copy, guys. So you will have the choice there. Once we move out of Kickstarter, you'll go to Backer Kit, and then you'll be able to choose. So, yes, you'll be good to go. Yo, I'm going to be real, KG. I'm feeling like it's going to be easier for me to go for this guy, especially since those water dudes have a little bug with them right now. I feel like I'm better off going for Must Station. So if you want to get me another sprite for Must Station, I think I might go that route. Or the adorable Hydrake that is right here. Hello. Hello. This could be an option. Let's go for Crystallize. Switch or Switch 2. We're going to work towards Switch and then optimize for Switch 2 as well as the plan. So, you know, a lot of games are on the Switch and Switch 2. I'm not anticipating any issues there. We'll know further in development, but our plan initially is to develop for the Switch 1. So, I do anticipate like a much wider adoption of Switch by the time we get there. But, all right, what do I want to do here? I'm trying to survive. If I attack him, I am going to destroy him. But I really want to be able to use my empowerment. I guess I'm just going to knock him out. Let's just do it. I wonder if Cryo Scorch could chain Nobby now. But I said I was going to save Nobby. I said I was going to save him. I got to save him. Hydrake would go so hard, actually. Hydrake would go insanely hard if I chained Hydrake right now. Release it on Switch? It is going to release on Switch. It is. It would go insanely hard if I chain Hydrake right now. This game is beautiful. Thank you so much. I really appreciate that. Gloombat is also another sick stellar that we can go for, but Hydrake is so good, dude. Hydrake would be peak. I'm just trying to think of how much time I have today because my son's got a haircut appointment. So I have a couple hours to stream, but I won't be able to stream like all day. Tomorrow I'm going to stream a ton, and Friday I'm going to stream a ton. So that's some good news. That's some good news. Cash grab. What's a cash grab about it, Random? Happy to answer your questions, bro. Nothing about this is a cash grab, man. I'm showing you guys legitimate pre-alpha, real gameplay of our game. We are the #1 backed Kickstarter video game of 2025. Everything about it is super legit, man. I've proven that we're a legitimate company. When we went to Kickstarter 3 years ago, raised $1.5 million, and then delivered our epic trading card game to hundreds of stores, every continent in the world, and released 6 sets. So, you know, I'm happy to answer questions if you have them, but nothing about this is a cash grab, bro. So, all right, Hydrake. We're doing Hydrake. I don't know how long I'm going to do it, but we're going to do Hydrake right now. So, KG, if you could whip me up a Hydrake, that'd be spicy. What are the stellar odds? We bumped them to 1 in 4,000 right now, so they're pretty high. But there's a stellar hunting mechanic that we're utilizing. Do we have a solid release date? We're aiming for end of year 27. As much as I really want to get it out as soon as we can, but I also am not going to rush, right? But I feel really confident where we're at. This is, again, 3 months of development. So imagine where we're going to be in 2 years. So I think that that's really good. I think it's going to be really epic. Stellars do show up in the overworld. Yes, they do indeed. All right, let's pass turn here. All right, so I ran from that trainer and I had a chain failed. I'm curious if I'll get it here. No, I did not. So it's very weird that I had gotten the chain failed against the Sluggle. Maybe it's because he had a Mistation in his party. I wonder if that was what it was. I wonder if it's because he had a Mistation in his party. That would be kind of crazy. And it just, like, registered the Mistation. Have you said anything about what to expect from the story? We've given a little bit of hints. You know, you're going to take the role of the caster. You're going to be looking to receive the blessing of the Divines and ultimately face off in the first ever Elestriad, which will be a big tournament. You're going to uncover ancient mysteries of Titan temples, the lore of the Titans. Uncover the history and the mysteries of the Titan War that existed in this universe. Try to understand why Elestrals came to be, why they exist. Really all the kind of the backstory of the world is our goal. I don't want to say too much about the story, but I will say that we do have the whole story written. I feel really good about the story. In fact, that's one of the things that I think is like one of the strongest pieces of this. And our goal is to take people on just an incredible adventure. And I am very optimistic about what that's going to look like, and I think we're going to deliver in a big way. We have an internationally best-selling author working on our team, helping us curate the story. So we've got the right team. Myself, Shady, everybody's working on it. So I feel really good. You can still back. We actually have about 55 hours left to back. This is really your last call, your last chance to be a part of the history. If you want to back us on Kickstarter, it's $25. That does get you a copy of the game in the future. And then there's other tiers where you can get beta and alpha access. You can even put yourself in the game as an NPC. So there's a lot of really cool perks that you can unlock as you get into the Kickstarter and as you support the campaign. So this will be our second Hydrake. He actually hit me there. I'm surprised. Let me just message KG and see if he can get me the Hydrake one. Oh, I got dazed? Brother. He stopped me from using Chain of Stars. There we go. All right. Oh, I got, look at him. He's so fast. KG with the Hydrake, so fast, dude. All right, so we're changing from the Mestacian, sorry, KG, to the Hydrake. The Hydrake is about to be so clutch. We're going for Hydrake now. Hydrake is very cool. Hydrake is very cool. I'm noticing lots of formatting errors on text. Is this English or is it translated? This is English, man. This is our game. It's pre-alpha, guys. A week ago, I'm gonna be just totally real with you. A week ago, there was no plans of us streaming this. We simply built out the systems in the game so we can show people the trailer and stuff like that. And then we decided to pivot and say, you know what, let's make a playable version so I can stream it and Shady can stream it. The stellar hunting mechanic was added in the last week. This chaining mechanic was added in the last week. So there's a lot of obviously cleanup to do. It's pre-alpha. We got over 2 years to polish. So you're going to see how epic this is going to become. But you'll see how awesome this is. So can they evolve? Yes. In Elestrals, they ascend. So they ascend to new forms in Elestrals. So does the story deliver dark themes or moments? I would say it's a little bit more mature than some of the Pokemon games is the plan, yeah. All right, this should be our third Hydrake here. Oh, I kind of messed up though because I did not charge up my empowerment. So let's see if I can figure this out here. Oh man, he's wrecking me. Yeah, I'm gonna lose my chain because I kind of messed up. Do I have any way to not lose my chain? Maybe go Dougie. Let's see if I can do this. Pass turn. No, don't knock me out, Dougie! Alright, that didn't work. Let's try Mudlet. Mudlet's about to get wrecked, but we'll see if we can get through an attack here. Bro, that is the strongest attack of all time. I can't even pass turn. There we go. All right, let's see if we can do this. I think I probably one-shot him, but let's see. Just kidding. Not even close. All right, let's see if we can keep the chain going. Chain of stars, beautiful, beautiful. All right, I do have a new layout. Let me just load that up. We're gonna get to one. All right, so what do we get here? 15% encounter chance with linked Elestral. That actually feels good. Start each battle with 3 EP. Also seems good. I think the 3 EP is better. I think the 3 EP is better right now. Yeah. So what we saw there is every 3 you get on a chain, you get to get this bonus effect, okay? These celestial gifts. And that is going to allow you to scale up your odds. So now when I enter a fight here, you're going to see I'm going to start with 3 empowerment power, which is going to be awesome because that's going to allow me to chain faster. There's also celestial gifts that are going to increase my stellar odds, and it starts to get multiplicative. So, well, not multiplicative, but it's actually additive, but it starts to get additive. I'm dead. I'm just dead. Yeah, I don't know why I thought that was going to happen. All right, Mudlet, let's see if we can escape here. It's additive, so you can ultimately get some really sweet stuff going on. Okay, so I do have that, but I think if I switch my party member to the front, I lose my empowerment. Yeah. Okay, so let's put Cryo Scorch. Let's heal. Let's grab Voltempest until I get that. Let's grab Voltempest because he can actually help me here. So that's good. And then I'm stuck, Dougie. Dougie, I'm stuck. I'm stuck, Dougie. Okay. And then I need to put Cryo Scorch in the front. I need to build up my meter again, so let's just do that really quick. But yeah, you get these celestial gifts, which the best one that I saw is like this Lone Star one that basically says that if you only have 1 Elestral in your party, you get plus 15 stellar odds, basically every encounter. So if you can get 2 or 3 of those stacked up, dude, we were getting like plus 50 odds every encounter. And it adds up. Eventually, we got our odds down to 1 in 100, which was really cool. So, all right, so now I have my empowerment. So we have to earn our empowerment first, which is kind of like a Z move a little bit, right? So we earned our empowerment. Now we're going to look for the Hydrake, and we are going to use our empowerment on the Hydrake, which will create the chain and allow us to chain to the next Hydrake. So that is what we're working towards right now. And again, this is a stellar mechanic we built in like a week. So this just shows you all the cool stuff we're going to be able to do. Just the beginning. Just the beginning. But the Hydrake is rare. I do feel like, I don't know if it was better to take the higher Hydrake chance, to be honest, but that's all right. Showing the odds in game is a nice feature. Coming from a RuneScape player where the odds are the entire game, knowing what it is feels good. Yeah, I 100% agree. That was some of my feedback I had yesterday for the team as well. Was like, hey, you know, having the odds here is really nice. I'm just going to update the layout real quick for you guys. That should update there. Cool. Yeah, having the odds is really nice. Like, it adds a lot of value. And it shouldn't be a mystery in my mind, right? Like, if we have the ability to, like, make it really clear for people what they're doing, then I think that that's a win. One thing that I've felt from... Oh, I realize my mouse is still showing, too. Let me hide that. One thing I felt from other games is sometimes it's a little... I don't know. There's just a lot of smoke and mirrors, and it's so much guessing to try to figure things out. I think that there's a level of exploration that's important, but I think you got to make it something that people can get into, you know? So... But if anyone has any questions, let me know. Like I said, we're down to the final hours of our Kickstarter. So if you want to back Elestrals Awakened, I would recommend checking it out. We've already got 8,261 backers, guys. And we're closing in on additional stretch goals. Not only is this going to be a 20-hour gameplay experience, 20-plus hours. I think we're actually going to be longer than that. A 20-hour gameplay experience for just $25. The replayability is insane, guys. Insane replayability. Because there's all these different modes we've unlocked. We've unlocked randomizer. We've unlocked basically hardcore type modes, Nuzlocke mode, mono element mode, level caps, like so many cool customizable features that is going to allow you to take like a really cool adventure. I think you guys are going to have a blast. Have you shared stellar odds and mechanics? We have some information about that on our page. So you're welcome to take a look on our Kickstarter page. Oh, there's a Hydrake, but he's going to vanish if I encounter him, so that's okay. So, I was going with Hydrake, but his final starter only has one element. Yeah, only 2 of the starters have a second element, actually, when they ascend. He's going to go for Necrosis against me. He's going to be annoying, that Gloombat. I already know it. All right, let's go out here. But yeah, we have some information about the mechanics on our page. We're still developing things, so if you guys noticed yesterday, my odds were 1 in 1,000. We tuned them up to 1 in 4,000 today to make them even harder. But these are all things that are going to get tweaked and modified over time, so having no fear there. I might get knocked out, but I'll see if I can live a hit. Whimper, I think I'm going to live it. All right, now I can escape, and then we'll go see if I can hit a Hydrake here now that I've got my empowerment maxed. So they ascend only once? No, some Elestrals will ascend twice. So Cryo Scorch is the final ascension of Cryo Ling. So Cryo Ling, Cryo Vern, and then Cryo Scorch to get this big dragon that I have. Are these final assets or could changes be made? Oh my god, things are going to be changed so much, dude. We have 2 years to work on this, guys. This is the pre-alpha build. So there's plenty of work to be done, guys. This is only like 3 months of us working on this part-time. So it's going to be incredible by the time we get to the end. Seriously, we're going to update visuals. Like, a lot of this stuff is still needing more polish. So, all right. Do we get our bonus yet? No, that means we are... I said we're 6, but I think we're actually 5. I think that means we're on 5 chain. Let me go heal. Ascension is like evolution. Yeah, that's a good comparison. Ascension is kind of like evolution. Elestrals ascend, and they also Nexus. So Elestrals can shift their form by Nexusing. So that's a cool aspect of the game to be excited about. All right, let us pass turn here. We're gonna get hit with a crosswind. We can take one more. We'll pass one more time. And let me just check a DM real quick. Okay. All right, this will get me there. Can I explain the chaining? Yeah, so this is, again, we put this together in about a week just to show off some of the cool stuff we can do. Basically, we're utilizing an empowerment. Empowerments are basically our version of like kind of like a Z move, but also an HM. So they have overworld effects, and they also have like powerful in-game battle effects too. So that should give you a good comparison of what an empowerment is. They're gifts bestowed to you by the divine gods. So you're utilizing the magical power of their artifacts generally. This is an empowerment that we created as a stellar hunting mechanic to show you guys some cool stuff. Basically, we utilize the empowerment against the specific Elestral. So in this case, Hydrake. I am chaining Hydrake right now. I use the empowerment chain of stars. He's going to hit me first. I use the empowerment. Oh, wow. That's brutal. Oh, I got it off. Okay. I use the empowerment, and by utilizing the empowerment, I end the battle, enhance my chain, and lower my stellar odds. Now, we got some new options here. We get minus 10 stellar rarity when you chain an Elestral in tall grass, which I can't do. Lone Soul is the one we want. That is an incredible asset. That is actually the best thing we could get is Lone Soul. So now what we're going to do, Lone Soul is a celestial gift. You can acquire 5 gifts while you chain. These gifts are going to allow you to increase your odds and functionality while utilizing the chaining mechanisms to stellar hunt. So now, anytime I enter a battle, I will start with maxed out empowerment, which means I no longer have to like set up for the fight. I just need to find the Hydrake, and I can immediately beat the Hydrake and then go continue to chain. So now we'll be able to chain faster. So, is there an expected release date? We're aiming for end of year 2027. I agree with you, Sean. There's always the risk with a Kickstarter that things could get delayed or not be delivered and people don't follow through. You have a good reason to be confident in us, because 3 years ago I went to Kickstarter and I raised $1.5 million to make my trading card game. I delivered on that. I brought it to life. I brought it to hundreds of stores. We've released 6 sets, and we have gone above and beyond all the things that we promised there. Myself and Shady, our entire livelihood and careers rely on the success of online. Our reputation is very important to us, right? If we were to not deliver on this project, it would potentially ruin our careers, is the reality of it. We know that, right? We're taking a big risk by doing this, but we believe in what we're doing. We believe in what we're building. We know we're going to make an awesome game. So that's what we're focused on. I would say, obviously I'm biased, but if there's anyone you can trust, I think you can put your trust in Shady and I to make an awesome game. So, how much is it going to cost? You can back right now for 25 bucks on Kickstarter, guys. The full game is going to cost probably 35 or 40 when it releases in 27, hopefully. You can stack multiple gifts. So I got another gift. None of these are good for me right now. I can't do any tall grass. Lone Soul doesn't help me because I already have a Lone Soul. And, you know, Stellar Chain restores 30 SP, so none of these are good. I'm just going to skip them. You backed for 25. Will there be an alpha or beta add-on? As of right now, we don't have an alpha or beta add-on plan. So I would say if you want to guarantee your alpha, you'd want to grab those higher tiers. But we're always looking for feedback. We've got, 48 hours or so left. So, did you guys draw out all the Elestrals? We have a trading card game that we've been working on for a couple years. So we have all of these Elestrals as cards already. If you're not familiar with a trading card game, you're welcome to take a look. But we have real artists drawing real Elestrals, creating all of these creatures from scratch. We don't use any AI in our art. All of our card art and designs are original and by real artists. In fact, every one of our trading cards has the artist credit on it, so you know it's legit. What do you get for backing at 25? 25 bucks will get you a copy of the game when it releases on Steam or Switch. You'll be able to choose. So 25 bucks will get you a copy of the game. Again, the game is going to cost more on full release. So if you get it as part of Kickstarter, you get to help us out, and you're going to save yourself money down the road. If you wait until full launch, it'll probably be about 40, 35 or 40. Yes, Taheen, these are temporary as part of the chain. That is correct. Do Elestrals have IVs? No, we're simplifying some of those systems with IVs and EVs. I believe that they are overly complicated, and I think there's a lot of room for improvement there. So that's something that we are working towards, is simplifying some of these battle systems. But don't mistake simplification of these systems as lack of depth. You can be assured that Shady and I are looking to create a compelling and deep gameplay experience where Elestrals feel unique and they have their own roles and their own situations where they can excel. I just personally feel like a lot of the systems that exist, IVs, EVs, and stuff like that, are cumbersome and obtuse. You know, they're very obscure from the player. It's very hard to understand what's actually happening. And I think those systems can be streamlined in a lot of ways. So, that is correct. You can add multiple copies of the game as add-ons. Hey, listen, Cyber, if you're going to be negative, bro, you can just leave. You know, our vibes are immaculate right now. If you don't like it, it's all good, homie. We're creating something awesome here. So, you're welcome to find the door, or I can help you. But I'm not going to tolerate you just being kind of rude here, you know what I'm saying? So, how much did you actually start the Kickstarter for? What do you mean? All right, what do we got here? Astral Scourge. Elestrals you encounter in tall grass begin the battle with a random status condition. That's sick. I don't think I've seen that one. And -2 stellar rarity for each status condition the target has when you chain an Elestral. This could be good for now because I can inflict him with Frostbite. If I wanted to. I'm actually kind of weak though. Yeah, I don't want to get fainted. If I get fainted, that'll be really dumb. So, let's go this way. Do I have dreams or plans of competitive Awakened? I think there's a lot of potential for us from a competitive perspective. But right now, we're focusing on a single-player experience. So, I think there's a lot of opportunity for us to explore like a competitive game where people can do PvP. But that's not this game, personally. So... Celestial Showdown when? Yeah, like I said, my goal is to deliver an awesome single-player experience right now. Hey, Aderna, that's super hype. There are going to be some really cool little quests, yes. All right, so if I go Crystallize here, and then I go for my Empowerment. Nope, wrong button. This should increase my odds now. So instead of going down 3, it's going to go down... Well, it goes down 3 now, but then the next time we'll see it, you'll see it'll have gone down 5. So we'll go from 40-40 down to what's going to be 40-35 after this one. So let's see if that actually happens. Go for Crystallize. He goes for Midas Touch, so he gets priority. I think I have to just go for it because I'm going to get knocked out, so we'll just change the stars. But we should see 40-35 now. Oh, it didn't work. I wonder why. I thought I grabbed the one that said for the statuses. Maybe Frostbite isn't counting for some reason. I thought it would go down more. We really got to get the lone one that gives you the, whatchamacallit. Rito, this is Elestrals Awakened, the #1 supported video game on Kickstarter in 2025. We are live for just about 2 days left. So if you guys have not backed us on Kickstarter yet, you totally should. What's up, Trev? How you doing? You can find the starters in the wild. Yes, you can. When is a new card setting coming? We just released a new set. 15% encounter chance. All right, let's grab that. Let's grab that. That'll increase our Hydrakes to just go a little faster. And then hopefully that speed. I am not concerned about that, Les. No. Hopefully the speed increase will be worth for us. Him having Midas Touch is like brutal because he dazes me every time. Alright, that's going to get us down to 40-31. So there's a specific boost we need to get. Once we get the boost, I think it's going to be a game changer. We just got to get that boost. The boost is going to make it so we get -15 chance every time. When can we expect a Steam page? We're actually waiting on Steam approval right now. Metal Gear, we've got a pretty solid team right now. End of year 27 is our plan, cause. Oh, I haven't been counting the encounters, guys. I think we're like 14. Why does health not fully go down? This chaining mechanic ends the chain, like ends the battle every time. So, okay, so we're actually 15. So that's 15 encounters. Elestrals you encounter in tall grass begin with random status. Yeah. Stellar Chain always goes first. I guess we'll grab that one. That's going to give us priority over Midas Touch now. So at least we can do this faster. So that's helpful. We should be able to schmoove now. Can I explain what Nexus is? Yeah, Nexus is the ability to change an Elestral's element. So basically, we have certain Elestrals that have, actually quite a few of them, have different forms. So you can change their form by giving them a different spirit. So for example, you can take something like aDrive, which is a Thunder Elestral, and you could turn it into a Fire Elestral aDrive by giving it a new spirit. The reason why this is important and why this is cool is certain Elestrals are going to learn certain moves as they level up. And by Nexusing them, you can keep those move pools and manipulate your move pools to give your Elestrals more identity by giving them different elemental moves that they otherwise wouldn't be able to know. So imagine, like, I have an aDrive, it's a Thunder Elestral, it learns like a really powerful Thunder attack, and then I turn it into a Fire Elestral and it starts learning fire moves. Now I have this threat that can use both, right? But what's really cool is we have a mechanic called Spirit Cores that we're working on. And these Spirit Cores are going to basically be like your abilities, right? They're like your abilities and your held items all kind of rolled into one. So you're going to be able to keep your Spirit Cores from one Nexus that'll only be obtainable by that Nexus, and then shift your element to something else and keep your Spirit Cores. It's going to be really interesting. There's going to be a lot of cool stuff that you're going to be able to do with the Nexus and stuff. Okay, what do we got here? Jumpstart, Soothe Spirit. None of the... Oh, roaming I think is good. So we'll get rid of Jumpstart because I have Lone Soul. So we're going to get rid of Jumpstart, and then we're going to take Farsight because this is a roaming Elestral. So, okay. We're actually doing really good right now. I'm kind of in a groove. If you guys want to back the campaign, I would super appreciate it. You guys can head over to Kickstarter, !RPG. Go back the Kickstarter today. And you saw it just went down by 5. So now we're getting a little extra buff. Some dual types actually have Nexus forms as well. So there's a lot of potential there. I am not full health. Let's go heal. So like Krakatuga, for example, can Nexus into Vesuvatuga. So it's fire and water or fire and earth. So, and that's a dual element. There's a lot of cool stuff we're going to be able to do with being able to like kind of shift things around, move your elements around, all that good stuff. You backed. You did the $75 one. Thank you so much, man. I appreciate you backing the campaign, Team Rocket. That's very epic of you. And we just went down 6 that time. So our odds are increasing. We have voice acting. We have no plans for voice acting at this time. So, can you fuse them? No, there's no fusion. No fusion. Will Lovato's Ascension line be revealed soon? I can't confirm or deny. All right, so our odds are going up or down, whichever way you want to look at it. All right, what do we get here? Okay, so I can 50% encounter chance. Stellar Chain always goes first. That's roaming. Okay, I'm gonna get rid of the Afflictor one, and we're gonna pick up Farsight, which is what I have there. So again, as I'm getting my chain going, I can optimize my Celestial Gifts to ultimately give myself a better chaining mechanism, which will allow me to increase my odds faster. So let's see if we can find any more Hydrakes here. But we're in a good mood. We're in a good groove right now. No crossplay. No, there's no online mechanism, so there's not going to be any planned crossplay. Hey, Mass Murder, thank you so much for the support. Thanks for picking up a copy. Appreciate that. All right, so now we're going down to 3989. So you can see the odds are climbing up as we do this. Another Stellar Funglo. We did change the odds, so the odds are higher now than they were yesterday. We were playing at 1 in 1,000 odds yesterday. Now we're playing at 1 in 4,000 odds. So the chances of a random encounter Stellar is a lot lower. Like, to just randomly find something is going to be a lot lower. Is it going to be challenging? Yes. Our plan is to make the game a little bit more challenging. But the goal is to allow you to play the game how you want to play it by giving you a lot of modes and customizability. And a lot of fun in terms of how you can approach the game to fit kind of your vibes. So I like that this chaining method is completely optional. Yes, for sure. All right, what do we got here? That's status condition. Okay, none of those are good. Well, they're not good for what I'm doing right now. So, all right, let's see if there's any Hydrakes over here. There's a Dougie. Will there be a limit to how many times you can Nexus your Elestral per battle? Oh, so Nexusing is not an in-battle mechanic. It's an overworld mechanic. but you will be able to Nexus your Elestral throughout the game. It's still TBD on the exact mechanism by which you Nexus, but I plan to introduce it relatively early in the game and have it be a big part of the game because I think it expands team building. In a lot of ways, it almost doubles your team size. Not every Elestral can Nexus, but a lot of them do. So in my mind, like, having that flexibility from a relatively early point in the game, I think will be beneficial to players and also just be fun. The fact that you can, like, change your guys' form around as you go. How big of a difference are there between the stats of a base and a stellar? So the stats are the same, but stellars will have an additional spirit core. Spirit cores are our mechanic that are kind of like if you were to fuse like held items and abilities together in natures. They're going to be special kind of attributes that Elestrals can have. And stellars will have 2 of those attributes instead of just 1, which is going to naturally make them stronger because those abilities or those cores are going to be really impactful. So, will we get online play in the future? Our focus right now is not on online play. It is on a single player experience. What is the team size for the game? Well, we got about 10 people working on it right now. The full Elestrals team is over 100 people. So I'm no stranger to bringing on a good team. So we're going to do some really cool stuff there. Is it deluxe items you can get only part of the campaign? That's a good question, Shin. So, I do believe at least some of it is going to be exclusive to the campaign. I'll have to double check with my team. I think if we were to not have it be, like, I think the Levadal and the Navi gift, those are most likely to be exclusive to the campaign. I could see us potentially releasing the soundtrack separately as, like, you know, people can pay for the soundtrack down the road. Yeah, the in-game stuff is going to be a Kickstarter exclusive. The VFX is a Kickstarter exclusive, and it's all coming in the same package. So, yeah, I would say, like I said, the soundtrack and stuff I can see potentially being available, but not the in-game stuff. The in-game stuff will be kind of exclusive to the Kickstarter. So, hopefully that helps. No stellar locks, yes. How does this method work? We're utilizing a mechanic called empowerments, an empowerment called Chain of Stars. This is increasing our odds. As you can see, my odds are now 1 in 3,944. And I can change this stuff here. So what do I want to get rid of? I want to take Flickering Star. I think we get rid of Star Speed and remove our priority to take Flickering Star, which we'll lose eventually anyway, but it'll give us a little bit better odds in the short term. Let's see if we can do that. You're debating grabbing another deluxe to hook people up. There's the Midas Touch I was worried about, and I get dazed, of course. There is a speed run mode in terms of speed up mode. I don't know if we're going to have a speed up feature. It's something we're still discussing. So I don't want to promise a speed up feature. I think that speeding up in a game can be really cool, but I also think that in some ways it can take away from the game. So it's something that could be an unlocked feature, like after you beat the game once. Like, there's stuff that we can discuss, but I'm not entirely sure yet. Are there mounts? Not yet. I don't think we're going to have any mounts in this. I don't want to say no for sure, but it's not something we put a lot of thought into at this point. I think there's some really cool ways that you'll be able to traverse the world. And I think you should look at traversing the world more like Legend of Zelda than like Pokemon, in the sense that you're going to be able to utilize your spirit power, your empowerments, to traverse the world in a unique way. That's really our objective, is to allow the spirit to shine there rather than like to go on top of your Elestral and ride them or whatever. So, yes, there are stellars. I am stellar hunting now. They do appear in the overworld as stellar. There's going to be multiple stellar hunting mechanics. This game will be the stellar hunter's dream. If you're a shiny hunter, you can take my word for it. Shiny hunting, or stellar hunting as we call it, is going to be peak in this game. Okay, I got Flickering Star again. And then, oh, what do I... Dude, I really want to take the Flickering Star, but I feel like Farsight is better. I want to keep Guide Star. I think I just skip for now, because I'm going to lose it. I don't want to get rid of Farsight. I think that's a mistake. -3 Stellar Rarity, Chain of Roaming, Elestral. Alright, we're going to get rid of Farsight, because I think that we only needed to go off 1 time to make up for 3 rounds of Farsight, and we'll have a couple tries to be able to get Farsight again. Is this your project or something we can play? This is my game. I'm the creator and CEO of Elestrals and also leading the development of the Elestrals Awakened RPG project. This is a pre-alpha build, so it's not public. If you want to check out our Kickstarter, though, we are the #1 most funded video game on Kickstarter of 2025. !RPG, or I can drop the link in chat for my friends on YouTube. That's the plan, Laura, for your spirits. Yes, that is the plan. But look at that. So my odds just dropped by like 20 something. So that's what we're working towards. We build up these celestial powers, so that way you get so much value every time you beat something. Your chain goes up so much. So now we're down to 1 in 38.48. So you can see our odds are going up quite a bit. Can we download it? No, you can't download it. This is a pre-alpha private build. You can, however, back the Kickstarter if you're interested, and support us, !RPG, or head to Kickstarter and search Elestrals Awakened. So, unfortunately, this is a private build. We weren't even planning to have any sort of build for Kickstarter, but then we were like, you know what? Let's just do it. Let's YOLO it. Let's show people how far we've come. I really believe we've got a special game here, and I think the fact that you guys can see what it actually looks like after just 3 months of part-time development, I think that really speaks to what we're building and the confidence that we have in what we're building. It's going to be awesome. You can see we have all the core systems in place. So, all right, so I lost my 2 flickering stars, but I picked up another one, so that works out. There's another Hydrake here. Okay, this is actually a dangerous play. If he Midas touches me, no, I can live one more. How much is the game going to be? We're thinking about 35, 40. You can get it right now on Kickstarter for 25. So, and I want to give a big shout out to everybody who's backing right now. You guys are holding it down. All right, we have 49. I'm encountering one more here. I think I'm actually Chain of Stars. That's good. Down to 37.97. You can see our odds are really starting to creep up. That will be the plan, yeah, Trev. I love them being able to follow you. I know, that's like legit one of my favorite things. It sounds so simple, but I just love the little followers. Switch and Steam are the platforms, guys. I'm really nervous about this caster right here. I think if I run into battle with him and he has a Hydrake, I lose my chain. So I really hope that doesn't happen. How are you increasing the odds? Yeah, you get these celestial cores. Every 3 fights, you get this special like power up. And you can replace them as you find them. And it's basically increasing my odds. There's no character customization planned right now, no. So now our odds are all the way down to 37.81. So you can see they're getting better and better. And we got another one here. So this is actually 35. This is 36 actually. Lone Soul. No, we don't want that. We don't want that. We actually don't want any of these. Let's see here. Will we get a physical game before the digital version? No, no, no. So if you back the campaign, when the game is released, you will get a digital key for Steam or Switch. We don't have any plans for a physical game right now. That could change in the future, right? I think there's a chance that I could see us potentially doing a physical release, but it's not planned right now. We're focusing on the digital. So I went with the deluxe digital. Hey, good stuff, man. Witness, thank you so much for throwing down, supporting what we're building, being awesome. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Yeah, no stellars so far. Oh, there's plenty of bugs. Yes, I have plenty of bugs in this. Don't you worry. So. All right, so we got the odds down even further. Here's more Hydrakes. Does bonding with a stellar break your stellar chain? It does. Yeah, it actually ends it. It does end it. Midas Touch. That Midas Touch is messing me up. All right, we got them all the way down to 37.49. I love the bug designs. Yes, our bug designs. So you guys know bugs are my favorite. I've always loved bug types in Pokemon. Our bugs in Elestrals are crazy good, dude. They're legitimately peak. Any chances of PlayStation or Xbox? Not really in the plans right now. Not gonna say never, but not a plan right now. Okay, let's see here. We want Farsight. Yeah, we want Farsight. That'll give us a little buff. I lost my temporary buffs. All right, is there a Hydrake over here? No. All right, let's go heal, and then we'll keep this rocking. What is the Stellar in the 75 tier? Yeah, so all Stellars are special because they do have stat buffs, but you'll be able to choose from an NPC of Stellar Nobby or Stellar Lavaddle. That is my and Shady's signature Elestrals, and you'll be able to get them very early in the game. They will obviously be buffed because they're Stellars, so they'll have 2 Spirit Cores, and it's going to be awesome, man. It's going to be really epic. So, yeah, those gifts are going to be great. And again, it's a signature, the signature Spirit or Stellars of Shady and mine. So there'll be a special treat for everybody. Is there going to be story progression? Yeah, so there's going to be a full story, a full adventure that you're going to go on, which is super epic. Is there any plan for continual content drops, DLCs, and things like that? I'm not going to speak on DLCs right now, man, or regular content drops. My goal is to create an awesome game and release that game, and obviously we'll support bug fixes and stuff if there's any challenges. But my game is to release an awesome game and focus on delivering that. I'm not going to, focus on, trying to sell a DLC right now or all this other stuff. Like, I'm focusing on creating an awesome core game that people can enjoy on their own, and, we'll see what happens from there. So, a Spirit Core. Think of a Spirit Core as kind of like an ability and a held item mixed together. Different Elestrals will be able to unlock different Spirit Cores. Stellars will have 2 of them, so they'll basically have double ability. It's going to make them stronger. There we go. Lone Voyager. That's what we're looking for. We've been looking for this one. Yes. Lone Voyager is going to speed this up a lot. Alpha and beta progress will not carry over. No. Actually save. I haven't saved in a while. You just reminded me. Alpha and beta progress, we're not going to plan for those to carry over because our goal with those is to give people a taste of the game. You're not going to be dropped in at the beginning of the game. You're going to be dropped in at a subset of the game a little further from the beginning, is our plan for like an alpha and beta. So that could change in development, but as of right now, that's our plan. I'd say a little bit more mature. We're definitely aiming for all ages sketchy, but definitely a little bit more mature. This is a PC and Switch release, Cascat. Yes, if you'll be able to pick different ones on different saves. That is correct. What's in the Awakened Spirit Bundle and the Founders Promo Pack? Okay, so both of them are incredible value. The Founders Promo Pack is 50 full art cards. 50 full art holos. It is incredible value. There's no randomization to it, by the way. You get all 50 of those cards for just 25 bucks. It is the craziest pack we've ever done. Highly recommend if you could pick up some of those to do so, because that is just an insane value. Other than that, the Spirit Bundle consists of 16 full art cards. They are wonderful as well. The Spirits, they're borderless cards. The Spirit cards are some of my favorite. I personally got 60 Spirit Bundles, to give you an idea. I obviously don't expect most people to do that, but I love them so much. I got 60 of them, and I paid for it with my own adult money. So, very excited for that. Highly recommend those packs if you can. What's up, Russo? My man, how you doing, brother? Thank you so much, man. I'm glad you're able to be a part of what we're building. I appreciate you spreading the good word as well. What's up, Phantom? How you doing? 8,292 people. Can't be wrong, guys. We're building something really epic here with Elestrals Awakened. We are the #1 most backed video game on Kickstarter in 2025. The #1 supported monster catching RPG ever on crowdfunding, guys. This is a game changer, but the time is ticking. There's only a little bit of time left to back Elestrals Awakened on Kickstarter. Once the campaign closes, you're going to miss out on tons of exclusive stuff and the discounted rate. So make sure you guys back us on Kickstarter. I will drop you guys a link in there or type !RPG. But don't miss out, guys. Seriously, we have already set records. We are still unlocking stretch goals. There's going to be a ton of replayability. There's going to be a ton of hype with this game. It's going to be amazing. It's going to be absolutely amazing. What do we got here? I think I'm keeping everything I have right now. All of these are really good. Farsight is cool, but I want Guide Star and I want Lone Soul. So I think the only thing I take is dropping Farsight for Lone Voyager at this point. And that's the only thing we take. There's a timer on the campaign. I think it ends... What do I got? I got 49. I'm getting so nervous with these Midas touches. It ends midnight on Friday. All right, there's the Midas touch. It brings me down to 22. And then we chain of stars. We do still have stretch goals, yes. All right, so we brought the odds down to 3610. And that's 46. Is that right? 16. No, I think we would be... Has to be a multiple of 3. So 48. Will there be an NDA for alpha or beta? I don't think so. I'm pretty sure we would just allow... Like, my hope is that we would allow people to stream it and stuff. And just tell people to have fun. Just our only thing is we just would ask that people would clarify that it is a pre-alpha or an alpha or a beta, etc. Just so people have the proper expectation. But yeah, I mean, I'll talk to my team about it. Like, don't take my word for it right now. But my goal would definitely be to allow people to like play it and do content and have fun with it. I don't think we would try to gatekeep it in any way. Like, again, the alpha and beta, it's like the story is not going to be spoiled in those. Like, we're not like that would be the one thing that I would want to make sure that no one knew about would be like the story stuff. But like, we're not going to spoil any story in those. So it'll be more like gameplay experience. Hey, thank you so much, Vinashani. What game is this? This is called Elestrals Awakened. It is my monster catching RPG. What do we got here? I don't think I want any of these. That is available on Kickstarter right now. We are the #1 most backed monster catching RPG on Kickstarter ever, and the #1 video game of 2025. So if you have the ability to do so and want to back us today, you should. I accidentally encountered a gloom bat. That was not what I wanted. I should be able to just run from it though, and not break anything. I didn't break anything. We live in. We zoom in. Backed yesterday. Excited to play. Thank you so much, Konku. Thank you, thank you, thank you. We did, fronts. Very hype. Okay. Is this from Switch or PC? This is going to be on Switch and PC. Steam. I am actually playing it on its own executable because it's a spike build. It's an early build. This game looks beautiful, blowing my expectations. Hey, I appreciate that, Stu. I appreciate that, man. Thanks for the kind words. All right, so I think we're 52. The add-ons... No, the add-ons are a separate thing. Yeah, the add-ons don't count towards any of the tier stuff. No PvP. It's a single-player experience. Is the game out yet? Nope. It's going to release in end of 27 is our plan. We're developing it now. We've been working on it for about 3 months part-time. Brought it to Kickstarter to raise the funds to bring on the team full-time and really accelerate the process. But as you can see, we built out the core systems of the game. We've done all the you know, foundational work at this point. And I feel very confident in the team that we have that we're going to be able to deliver an incredible product when all is said and done. And, you know, having such a successful Kickstarter just gives us even more opportunity to do that by, you know, bringing on our team and, you know, expanding the team if we feel necessary in certain areas and just reinforcing what we're doing. But yeah, when you consider that we built this in about 3 months, part-time pretty much, I think that should give you a lot of confidence in what we can do in 2+ years. It certainly gives me a lot of confidence. Like I said, this stellar hunting mechanic that I'm using right now was built in the last week. I had no idea. They were just doing it. The team just said, we're going to surprise Dan. And boy, did they surprise me. Like, I knew we were going to stream it, but I didn't know that they had built out this whole mechanic. Will there be alternate colors? Yes, there are stellars. That's what our version of shinies are stellars. I'm currently hunting for stellar hydrake right now. I know YouTube doesn't have the layout, but the hydrake that I'm looking for is black and gold instead of white. As long as you don't have to do PvP, Phantom, you can do some fun stuff with that. All right, let's see here. That's going to get me to, I think we're 54. Jumpstart, Guide Star. All right. All right, come here, Hydrake. There are overworld and random encounters in the grass. This is an overworld encounter in this cave, and it will show Stellar in the overworld. So that's what we're hunting for. Nice. So our odds are now 1 in 3,466. Hey, thank you, Ark Raven, for backing the Kickstarter, man. I appreciate the support. We have access to the sprites for the game when layouts come out. I don't see why we wouldn't allow a lot of that stuff. All right, let me just read this message real quick. Yeah, and also, too, I just got a note from the team that said, you know, the Celestial Gifts that I'm using for Stellar Hunting right now, there's going to be so many more in the final game. This was just what we did in, like, a week, right? So, this Stellar Hunting mechanic is going to be even more built out when the time comes. I just can't emphasize enough, like, the fact that this was put, like, 2.5 weeks ago, guys, we had no plans of streaming this game during the Kickstarter. We had no plans of any of that 2.5 weeks ago. And the team was like, all right, let's make sure we can show the gameplay. Let's show people exactly where we're at. Because we really believe where we are is impressive for 3 months. And, you know, we wanted to show you guys what Stellar Hunting could be like. And that this is a project that you can trust. And I think we've shown that, obviously, right? People are already supporting it. We've already hit our goals. But I think it's really important that you guys know that you're getting into something really epic. 450 slots, Arc. It's a big binder. 9 slots per page, double-sided, side loading pages. 450 slots is generally what we do for a binder. All right, what do we got here? Oh, wow. I never seen this one before. -1 stellar rarity for each link in your stellar chain. Healing outside of combat breaks the stellar chain. Oh, I can't do that. I can't do that. That's so risky, dude. But it's crazy because our chain, we would drop like 25 each one, but I can't heal. And I'll break the chain. I can't take that. I think that that's a risk. I think that's too big of a risk. If the Hydrake didn't have Midas Touch, I could do it. But the Hydrake hits me like every few battles. It hits me. And I don't have the speed buff. Oh, that's so painful, dude. I really would like to take that one, but I couldn't do it. I couldn't do that one. That was really tempting, though. That was so tempting. It's not a YouTube bug. I'm streaming on YouTube as a vertical feed, and on Twitch I'm streaming horizontal. So do you have to get into the encounter to know if it's stellar? No, it shows in the overworld, King Kai. Is there a cap to odds? So currently the best odds I can get are 1 in 25. If I keep chaining, I can get it all the way to 1 in 25. That's the best odds I can get. Yesterday, it was 1 in 100, but they adjusted it. They made it so you can get even better odds at the end, but you can get better odds at the end, but it takes longer to get there. So yesterday, I was playing on 1 in 1,000 odds. Today, we started at 1 in 4,000 odds. There are ways I can heal inside combat. Yeah, well, my Cryo Scorch isn't healing inside of combat, though. Don't mess with me, Rob. I'm not breaking this chain. Oh, man. 1 in 25 is nuts. Yeah, but you got to realize it's going to take me a few hours to get to that, right? To get to those odds. That's what we're working towards right now, is trying to get to those odds. Let's see if I can find a Hydrake over here now. Yes, it's called the Compendium Dark Assassin. If you watch our trailer, it'll show you a little bit more about that. One thing, too, by the way, guys, that is an unsung hero that I hope you guys have seen is we have a tier as part of the Kickstarter. We have some premium tiers. The Ascended Caster tier, there's only a few left. Last I looked, I think there was 12 left, guys. So the Ascended Caster tier gives you a ton of stuff. It gives you serialized cards in the game. It gives you, I don't want any of these. It gives you serialized cards in the game. It gives you uncut sheets of holos. It's an incredible, incredible opportunity. The one thing I'll say is it's the last chance to become an NPC in the game. So if you want to be in the game forever, your character, you could be an NPC that hands out an item. You could be on the beach. You could say a funny line to the player. We could do all sorts of cool stuff, but there's only a few slots left of that. So if someone is interested in going big and becoming an NPC, check out the Ascended tier. That is correct, Lost. If you back now, it's $25. If you wait till the game fully releases, we're anticipating about a $40 price tag. So by backing now, you're gonna save yourself some money and help us actually build the game from the beginning. What's up, Josh? What's up, Shackle? How's it going? 1 in 32.98. We're bringing our odds up. We're doing good. We're doing good. There are overworld encounters and grass encounters. So. Oh, I actually remember you. No, Sarag. How's it going, man? Yeah, I'm not involved with that team anymore, but hope you're doing well, dude. Just backed your game. Thank you so much, Blink. That's really epic of you. 8,307 backers, guys. Those people can't all be wrong. Bag Elestrals Awakened right now on Kickstarter if you haven't yet. This is your chance. It's going to be so hype. Yes, overworld encounters are stellar, which is very exciting. Okay, what do we got here? Jump start, star speed. Yeah, honestly, like, star speed would be hype if I had that other thing. But I feel like I can't switch what I have right now. I feel like I have too many good things to risk it. I can't risk it right now. What does the Stellar Hydrake look like? It is black and gold. If you go on my Twitch stream, you'll actually be able to see it because I have the full layout there. I wonder if there's a way that I could make it pop up on this layout here. Hold on. I will add it to the YouTube layout for you guys as well. Give me a second. It is named Image 5. So let's go add, image 5. Make them really small for you guys. And I'll put them over here in the corner. There you go. Okay, that should do it. Let me just adjust my screen a little bit so I can actually see the chat. Okay, cool. That should do it. Now you got Hydrake on screen. Hopefully that helps. Hey, thank you, Paul. I appreciate you, man. Hey, nice, Thomas. All right, 3250. What gameplay difference is there from your starting spirit pick? So our goal is to build in some fun, unique dialogue for the different spirits and how they communicate with you. I've got some other plans on how we're going to weave in that spirit. I don't want to give too many details now because things could change, but the thing I am saying is that this spirit core mechanic, right? So our goal is to have these spirit cores, which are going to be kind of like a held item, an ability, and a nature rolled into one. So each Celestial can get spirit cores, right? And our thought and our plan is that each of these spirit cores is going to be associated with an element. So let's say you have a spirit core called Harvest, okay? And Harvest is an Earth spirit core. So generally you'll find Harvest on Earth Elestrals. But there's always a chance that you can get another Elestral of a different element that can have Harvest as a spirit core. If you are an Earth caster, your Harvest will heal you more SP in between turns than if you were not an Earth caster. So you'll have this spirit core, and again, this is theoretical right now, but you'll have these spirit cores that have slight percentage buffs to them if they align with the element that you chose. I think there's a lot of potential here, so I'm quite excited about these ideas. Again, still a lot of development to be done, but that's the kind of stuff we're thinking about. So let's say let's pretend Harvest equals leftovers, just for the purposes of this. Instead of healing 6% in between turns, if you're an Earth caster and your Elestral is using Harvest, maybe you heal 10% instead of 6%, right? So that's kind of the idea that we're considering. So, Chain of Stars currently is just the empowerment we're utilizing to showcase the mechanic. The empowerments are spirit specific, not Elestral specific. So any Elestral should be able to use any empowerment when the game ultimately releases, is the vision that I have. Because the empowerment isn't the Elestral producing the power, it's your spirit giving the power to the Elestral. And your spirit is going to be able to use all these different empowerments because it's going to be how you're going to navigate parts of the world. So in Pokemon, HMs become a thing that, you know, clog up your team space. But in Awakened, our version of that is empowerments to utilize overworld effects, but they aren't restricted to take up your move slot. They're something that you just unlock, almost like a key item in a way. It's kind of hybridizing some of these systems to streamline them and make them more player-friendly, but still thematic into the world that we're creating. Yes, Switch and Steam. And you can see our odds all the way down to 3130. So we're climbing up there. What do we got here? Wandering Stars Gambit. Oh, what is this? 10 rarity when you chain a roaming Elestral. Encounter an Elestral in tall grass breaks the chain. That's really good, actually. I think we take that because I'm only doing roaming. So I think we get rid of Farsight. Right? We get rid of Farsight and we add Wandering Star's Gambit. That's the play. That's going to give us plus 10 odds every chain now. I think we did that right. Hopefully I didn't mess that up. I haven't found any Stellars today, but we did make the odds harder, so I'm not super surprised. So that's the plan. Lost one. Yep, that is the plan. Okay. So this will give us even more buff now. So we're going to go from 3130 down to 3099. So we're going up 31 every chain now. 31 every chain. So those odds are going to go up quite a bit as we climb here. And I think we're at 72 encounters. Or 73 encounters, actually. All right, let me give a thumbs up here. Our gifts just random on encounter. Every 3 on your chain, you get a random choice of celestial gifts. The pool is relatively small right now because this is just pre-alpha, but they'll be enhanced on full launch, of course. And that's a nice buff. Now we're getting those buffs. Now we're getting those buffs. This is beautiful. Our odds are climbing now, guys. Our odds are climbing. Can you change your spirit mid-game? No, your spirit will be a choice you make at the beginning of the game, and it'll be your choice for the whole game. But there will be multiple save slots unlocked, so you'll be able to try different adventures out. All right, what do we got here? Nothing. I'm keeping what I have. Keeping what I have. Let's see here. Any Hydrakes over here? Yes, Blitz. That sounds fun, No Sarag. I'm not concerned over patent issues, guys. You got to realize we're doing our own thing. We have our own mechanics. There's other monster catching games out there, guys. So I'm not concerned. And also, if you saw the news yesterday, the patent office actually is pushing back against some of those patents, and they're revisiting them. So I think that there's a chance that some of them don't even exist in the future. But nonetheless, we're focusing on creating our own mechanics, our own gameplay. You're allowed to make a monster catching game, guys. In our case, you're not catching them, you're bonding with them anyway. So we're creating our own stuff, and we're excited to bring some innovation and life into the genre that we love so much. The max party size is 4, so it's a 4 Elestral party. So, and we are under 3,000, guys. We are under 3,000 odds. I love it. Under 3,000 odds. Cruising. If you guys have not backed the Kickstarter yet, what are you waiting for? Exclamation point RPG. You can back the historic Elestrals Awakened Kickstarter right now. But the time is running out, guys. I can't emphasize that enough. The campaign is only going on for a little longer. So don't miss out on the amazing Elestrals Awakened Kickstarter. It is going to be incredible. We've already made history, set records. The #1 backed video game of 2025. There's tons of modes: randomizer mode, Nuzlocke mode, permadeath, mono element, the amount of replayability, multiple save files, Steam Deck compatible, Nintendo Switch, all the options. It's going to be amazing. Bro made a Pokemon game that's pay to win. How is it pay to win, though? You buy the game one time. I'm confused how anything about this is pay to win. You pay for it one time and you play it. I'm confused about that comment. What are we kickstarting the game? Yes, we are kickstarting this game. Guys, this is pre-alpha gameplay. We've only been developing part-time for about 3 months. The Kickstarter will allow us to bring on the team full-time and go full steam ahead to develop the full game. Yeah, I don't know who you're paying to win against. It's a single-player experience as well. Cross-save. No plans right now for cross-compatibility on saves. We'll look into it, but I don't want to promise it right now because we're really trying to stay away from the networking piece, the online connectivity side. like multiplayer, things like that, because it adds a tremendous amount of scope and development. And I've dealt with it in the past. Dealing with servers and all that stuff is a whole nother beast. So I have a very core focus for this game. This is to deliver an awesome single-player experience and adventure. And when we start adding in multiplayer, cross-saves, all these different things, it complicates the systems quite a bit. So, all right, what do we got here? Anything good? No, we are keeping our stuff. We got all this stuff. We got all this stuff right now. Our odds are flying. How do stellars compare? Our stellars are amazing. Permadeath is, you know, 1 Elestral hitting 0. You won't be able to use them again. Bro made it pay to win for no reason, low key. I feel like you're just typing to type just so you can see your own words. Nothing about it is pay to win, guys. There's no PvP. How can it be pay to win if there's no PvP? You buy the game one time and play it. That's it. I think people are just making things up. The starting Elestrals will be in the wild. There'll be rare encounters, but any starter that you don't choose, you'll be able to find in the game, yeah. Hey, thank you so much, God. I appreciate that, man. Thanks for backing, supporting the game. And we are, look at our odds, dude. Our odds are just flying right now, chat. Our odds are flying. Some rage baiting. Listen, there is nothing you can do that is going to make me rage, okay? Living the dream right now, guys. Living the dream thanks to you guys supporting. And it's just so cool, man. It's like, this is like a dream come true. Like, I am legitimately playing the game I've dreamed of my entire life. And I'm doing it live on stream, doing the thing I love to do, which is making videos and streaming. And I'm playing my game in pre-alpha with my Kickstarter sitting at $1.132 million raised, the #1 video game of 2025. This is, like, pinch me. Someone pinch me. Let's go. Let's go, dude. It's gonna be so hype. We're doing it, man. We're doing it. There's no stellar locks, man. You have my word, no stellar locks. Everything will be huntable in the game. No 20-minute cutscene before you hunt it either. I'm gonna think of all those things, guys. All of those little things we're thinking of. It's on our radar. We're gonna make it a great experience for the stellar hunters out there. But just remember, if stellar hunting or shiny hunting isn't your thing, it's not essential for the game. If you don't play our trading card game, it's not essential, man. This is a standalone experience for you guys. That's gonna be amazing. Yo, our odds are flying, 26.96. Here we go. Here we go. Flying with the odds. Hey, still thank you, Bree. Price estimation, it's 25 right now on Kickstarter. The full launch, we're anticipating around 40 bucks. What do we got here? Nothing. We're not taking anything. We're locked in on our gifts right now. So anticipating about 40 bucks on release. You can get it for 25 right now on Kickstarter. It's going to be hype. I wish the battle transitions were smoother or had some animation to them. Yeah, this is a pre-alpha build, homie. They will have a battle transition. Don't you worry. We will have a battle transition. This is very early, guys. Again, this is 3 months of development. We've got 2 years to work on this. Actually, more than 2 years to work on this. There's going to be plenty of time to add into transition, I promise. It's valid, though. It's a valid point. There is no transition right now, but there will be. In the trailer, we have one. We just haven't coded it in yet, so. Yeah, we didn't code it in yet. I asked the team, and we just decided to prioritize some other stuff. So. The only other creator who has access to this right now is Shady. So, that may change, though. I've got some conversations ahead of me today, but we'll have to wait and see. Looks good for an alpha. This is a pre-alpha. This is a pre-alpha. This wasn't even designed to be an alpha. This is a pre-alpha. This is 3 months of dev time. Why is this not perfect? It's pretty good, actually, dude. It plays really well. Like, I mean, you guys see, like, if we have the confidence for me to go live in front of hundreds of people to stream this when our campaign has already done well, I think that shows that we really think we've got something here, you know? Because if I was playing this and it was just bugging everywhere and stuff, listen, I'm going to run into bugs. You know, we had a soft lock earlier. It's not perfect, but, you know, the fact that we're able to do this, I think shows a lot of the confidence that we have in what we're building and how awesome this is going to be, so. All right, I have to pee really bad. I'll be right back, guys. I'll see you guys in a minute. I got to pee real bad. Don't go anywhere. Okay, I'm back. Thanks for your patience. Sorry. I've been here for a while. I drank a huge water bottle, and I'm like, oh man, I can't keep holding it. All right, let's see here. Dougie, that was quick. Yeah, the bathroom's in my office, so I don't have to go too far. A Dan Suda method. No eggs right now. No eggs planned. Could change. Did I sing my ABCs? I washed my hands. A, B, C, D, E, F, G. All right, sorry. I'll give me a second. Oh, I got dazed. I was like, what just happened? Chain of stars. All right, 2541. Hey, thank you so much, Tempest. I appreciate that, man. Thank you, Tempest. What am I at right now? I'm at 47. Okay, we're good. We got to make sure I don't drop too low because it does have a priority move, so we have to be really careful. But so far, so good. Like, we're like locked in right now. Feeling good. Our odds are climbing. We're going up like 30 odds every encounter at this point. You'd be happy playing this and just Stellar Hunt all day long? That would be pretty sweet. What's the last day I could back your game? Friday. Everything ends on Friday. So if you want to get in for the early price, the discount, you got to do it. Now's your chance. Exclamation point RPG, or check the link in the description. What do we got here? I'm not touching my gifts. My gifts are good right now. We are locked in. We are locked in. 47. I just want to make sure I don't mess this up because I am locked in right now. Hey, thank you so much, No Sarag. Appreciate that, man. You guys are crushing. If you haven't backed yet, back the Kickstarter, guys. Exclamation point RPG. This is a stellar hunting method. You can run away. All sorts of good stuff. Yep. This is just one of the first methods we worked on, guys. There's going to be other methods in the game. We're going to have multiple stellar hunting methods. Yeah, Panzer is unlocked. It's not in the game yet, though. What's up, Misstep? How's it going? Yeah, we're going to have about 100. As of right now, I think we're saying about 140 Elestrals. I think we're going to aim to try to get a little bit more in there. Obviously, we're unlocking stretch goals, trying to get as many in as we can. The one thing I don't want to do is I just don't want to overpromise. I've been really, with this whole campaign, I've been really upfront with people. I've been really strategic about not overpromising because I don't want to set people up to have an unrealistic expectation. Like, I never wanted to come into this project and say, I'm going to put in all 300 Elestrals. Like, that was not something that was feasible for us. So that's why we're being really mindful. But I feel really good about where we're at. I think we've got an incredible team. I think the team is super excited about what we're building. And I think we've got the core of something really special. So I can't wait to keep building it. Chain of Stars. Are there going to be gyms like in Pokemon games? A little different. You're going to have divine challenges, which is going to be slightly different, but I don't want to give too much detail. You're going to have to wait for the game for that one. I'm really trying to not spoil like gameplay story stuff, so. How do we play this? Best way to get involved is to back us on Kickstarter, exclamation point, RPG, or let's see here. I can drop the link in the chat. Yes, after we find the Stellar, the odds will reset. Elestrals launch marathon is going to go hard. You have no idea. Fast forward like a little over 2 years. Grinding. Are you planning on streaming more of this in the coming years as the game development? I do want to share my progress. I do. You know, obviously you can't share everything, but in terms of like gameplay stuff, I think there's definitely stuff we can share. I'm not changing anything. We're keeping it. No, Stellars appear in the overworld, guys. And when we find this Hydrake, we will see it in the overworld Stellar first. So stay tuned. We are getting close on our odds. We are climbing up the odd ladder here. We're climbing up the ladder of the odds. We are now getting under 1 in 2,000 almost. We're 1 in 2,262. So when you support the game right now, can you already play it? No, you're not going to be able to play it right now. There are tiers for alpha and beta access. You can check out the Kickstarter page for more information there. But by backing the game, you're securing a digital copy of the game on Steam or Switch when it releases. And it's going to be cheaper to back it now than when the game releases down the road. It looks like their HP is not dropping to 0. Yeah, this particular mechanic is not about knocking them out. It's about using this empowerment, which is going to end the battle and continue the chain. Again, an early development process. I'm sure we'll tweak it as we go. But that's the gist. Let's save. I haven't saved in a while. Or buy 2 copies and have it on Steam and Switch. Big moves. Anticipated cost price. We're thinking it's probably going to be about 40, 35 or 40. I'll decide in 2 years. But that's what we're anticipating. But 25 right now is a great deal, especially when you factor in inflation. It's going to make your 25 not nearly as good in the future. Plus 10 rarity when you chain a roaming Elestral. That's what we want, actually. We get rid of Farsight and take Wandering Star's Gambit, right? I have Wandering Star's Gambit. Yeah, so we take Farsight off. So this is the first time I'm improving my Celestial Gifts in a while. But this is going to speed it up even more. We're going to get +7 odds every encounter now from what we had before. We're looking at end of year 27, McGurk. Does saving secure the odd rating? I don't actually, not right now, Goth. The save does not save the odds in between loads right now. I don't think it will in the final build either. But I was just saving because I hadn't saved in a while. So. But yes, you're going to see our odds flying now. 1 in 2162. So now our odds are getting even better and better every single time we use this this empowerment. Yes, five celestial gifts, but you can obviously modify them as you go, which is pretty sweet. Chain of stars. What color is the stellar? It's on the layout. It's black and gold is the stellar that we're looking for. Okay, go after this one. Yes, the odds would reset. These odds that are boosted are only for Hydrake right now. It's only for Hydrake. 2086. No, we don't want any of those. We are locked in on our celestial rewards right now. Locked in. Let's go heal just to be safe. Is there a tier that grants access to streaming the pre-alpha, alpha, and beta? So there's a tier for alpha and beta right now. We would likely allow people to stream it. We would just ask for the disclosure of pre-alpha, or I'm sorry, beta or alpha. But I don't foresee any reason why we wouldn't allow people to stream it when they got access to the alpha and beta. What was the original odds? We're still messing with the odds. These are not final odds, to be clear. But we started the odds today at about 1 in 4,000. But I think we're going to do higher. I think we're actually going to probably have odds at like 1 in 10,000 or 1 in 5,000 or something like that. Like, my goal is to make them rare. I think stellars should be rare, and you should be able to use mechanisms like chaining to increase your odds. That's what I think should happen. Will stellars despawn? Yes. Yes, they will despawn. Oh, man. There's a sign-up sheet for the beta. It's part of the Kickstarter tiers, so you have to back, I believe, the Elite Caster tier. Or not the Elite Caster. There's another tier below that you can get. Okay, I cannot run into a Hydrake right now. Whatever happens, do not run into a Hydrake right now. Okay, he's not there. Good. Because I do not have enough health. Below 2,000 odds. We've worked our way up, man. I've been chaining for about an hour and a half. Is there an indication when you encounter the stellar? Oh, you'll see it. It's an overworld encounter. You'll see the black and gold Hydrake when it is stellar. And we're going to try to creep these odds up. I am on a timer. I've got about 40 minutes until I need to go. So I need to get these odds cranked as soon as I can because my son has an appointment that I have to take him to. So I've got 40 minutes to get this stellar. We're going to just keep climbing our odds up and hoping for the best here. We're locked in, though. Our odds are going up quite a bit. Is he okay? Yeah, he's totally fine. He's getting a haircut. No, there's going to be no stellar locks in the game, guys. No stellar locks. You'll be able to hunt everything. Yeah, you'll be able to hunt it all. But don't forget, guys, !RPG or search Elestrals Awakened. Head over to Kickstarter. Back us today. There's only 2 days left of the campaign, guys. This is your last shout. We've already become the #1 most funded video game of 2025. That's incredible. The #1 monster catching RPG on crowdfunding ever. And we are going to make an amazing, amazing game. Kickstarter ends on Friday. Kickstarter ends on Friday. Base stellar odds. We'll communicate that as we get closer to release. We're going to test it. I don't want to commit to anything right now. So just being fully transparent. Yes, Powerpuff. All right, Midas Touch. Will there be more options to back the Kickstarter? Only Visa and MasterCard is available. Yeah, that's just Kickstarter's thing, man. Sorry. Yeah, they don't take PayPal or whatever. Midas Touch. Making me nervous, but we're good. All right, we're down to 1 in 1782. Okay, I need to not run into a Hydrake right now. Oh, can't go that way. I cannot run into a Hydrake right now because I am very low on health. And if he goes for Midas Touch, I will lose my chain. My card game is on Steam right now. You can play it on Steam for free, Elestrals Clash. But I'll be honest, our tutorial is needing some work. So we're still updating that. It's in beta. What's the price after the campaign ends? The full release price, we're expecting about 40 USD. So you do get a pretty nice discount if you grab it now as part of our Kickstarter. Yes, Jesus or Jesus, yes. Skipping all those. I think we're actually 112. Oh, stop using Midas Touch, man. You're making me so nervous with that. I'm so nervous I'm going to mess something up. Like, we're crushing right now. We've worked so hard to get to these odds. And I do not want to lose them. It's a PayPal thing? Oh, PayPal doesn't... Oh, because it's a Kickstarter? Yeah. Thank you, Pato. Appreciate it, man. I will be streaming tomorrow and again on Friday. 12-hour stream on Friday. So we're going to be grinding Friday to celebrate the finale of the Kickstarter. Old man Dan here doing a 12-hour. Haven't done one of those in a long time. But I'm going to take you guys to the final minute of the Kickstarter. All right, we got our odds down to 1 in 1668. What's up, Pato? All right. If you have not backed us yet, what are you waiting for? Go check it out. End of year 27, Tiger. Elestrals Awakened, the #1 backed Kickstarter video game of 2025, man. Just a few days left on this historic campaign, but we need your help to continue to take it to another level and unlock more stretch goals. So please, if you have the ability to do so, get yourself a discount on the final release price by backing now. That does get you a copy of the game when it releases. 25 bucks. You can choose Steam or Switch. There's also a ton of awesome stuff as part of backing. If you haven't grabbed the promo packs yet, those are amazing. The Founders promo packs, incredible value. There's an opportunity to back to get beta or alpha access. So there's a lot of really cool things you can do. Kickstarter ends midnight Friday, yes. It will end midnight on Friday, Eastern time. Yeah, Wazo, I'm using an empowerment called Chain of Stars. Going all the way down to 1554. Oh man, the clock is ticking though. I'm feeling the pressure right now. Because like I said, I do have another commitment in about 40 minutes. I got about 40 minutes. I think in 40 minutes I can get my odds pretty low though. I like my chances, but it's going to be close. We're doing about, what, 30... A drop of about 30 every encounter. The encounters are pretty fast. I would say we're getting, you know, 1 or 2 encounters, maybe 2 encounters a minute. Every an encounter a minute on the low end. Yeah, we're gonna see. It's gonna be tight. I think we're gonna be tight here. Did you up the odds? Yeah, we went from 1 in 4,000 or 1 in 1,000 to 1 in 4,000 odds now. How is stellar hunting working? I'm using one of the mechanics right now that we're testing out, but there's going to be multiple methods to stellar hunt in this game. Seems like the target becomes more common as the chain increases. No, I'm actually using a celestial gift that is buffing my odds of finding Hydrake. So as part of using the chain, I'm increasing the odds of this Celestial. So it's built into the chaining that we can increase the odds. But I had to choose that gift. What can break a chain? Knocking out the chained Elestral, running from it, whiting out. 1402. Climbing up there. Oh, we got Wandering Star's Gambit. No, we don't take that. Are there add-ons I can see I can buy on the site? On the Kickstarter, there's a bunch of add-ons. There's promo packs, all sorts of stuff. You can go on the Kickstarter and click Manage My Pledge, and you'll see those options. Thank you, J-Card. And to think, our team made this stellar hunting mechanic in a week, which I think is incredibly impressive. All right, we will use Chain of Stars. Get ourselves all the way to 1326. I'm using what's called an empowerment. It's a special empowerment. Think of it like a Z move. So I'm using the Chain of Stars empowerment, which is allowing me to use this mechanic. Hey, Corvidus, that's awesome, man. Thanks for picking up a plushie. All right, 1 in 20, 1288, guys. Oh, dude. I think we take the Lone Voyager, actually, and get rid of a Wandering Star's Gambit. Lone Voyager is giving us a higher odds. That gives us 5 more. Stellars will make a noise when they spawn in the overworld. They do have an animation as well in the overworld. The noise I don't think is programmed in yet, but the animation is. Like, you'll see the little sparkles. Our plushies are peak, by the way. If you have not picked up the plushies are super peak. So if I pledge and I add the starter deck bundle, I gotta wait 2 years to get the starter deck. No, the physical products you should get by April is our anticipated timeline. The physical products will be by like April. You don't have to wait that long for those. Like, we have to make all the promo packs and stuff, but it's not gonna be nearly as long as the full game. So the physical stuff will be like April. Hopefully that helps. That bat-looking monster. Oh, Gloombat? Yeah, I guess Gloombat does kind of look a little like Hydrake, right? If you're squinting. Would it be easier just to order the starter decks now and get them sooner? Yeah, if you order the starter decks from our site instead of from the Kickstarter, you will get them sooner, yes. That's just because we have to do certain things with the Kickstarter because of the promo packs and stuff like that. So it's a little different. End of year 27 is what we're planning. Oh, you like Galaxy and Galaxair, man? Those are cool. Those are cool dudes. All right, come here, Hydrake. One of you guys sparkle for me, please. That would be swell. All right, we are now almost under 1 in 1,000, guys. We've been grinding. We are getting there. We're anticipating about 140 plus squid. What comes in the promo pack? The promo pack has 50 full art holo cards. It is the craziest card deal we've ever done. 25 bucks gets you 50 full art promo cards. You can see it all on the Kickstarter page. I definitely recommend that. The Spirit Bundle is awesome as well. That's 16 amazing promo spirits. What's my starter choice? Fawnlet. Yeah, I'm team Fawnlet. Are you guys making fossils? I can't confirm or deny fossils right now. So Burgundy, I'm not gonna make any commitments to that. Again, we're not doing any online stuff, so in order to do that, you generally would need to have like online connectivity to verify things. So I'm not sure we're gonna do that stuff. I'm gonna heal. I do not want to risk getting knocked out at this point. I'm being extra careful. I'm being extra careful. Oh, my son's already picked Zaptor, man. Yeah, my son is a big Zaptor fan. There are going to be some cool mechanics, Red. I can't speak too much because they're in the works, but the plan is to be able to use these empowerments as like cooler HMs to be able to navigate the world in a unique way. I'm going to go heal. I want to be extra careful at this point. I want to be extra careful right now. The extra 10 seconds to go heal is worth it. At what odds does Chain of Stars max? So we actually, obviously everything is subject to change, but right now the max is set to 25. So I can get all the way down to 1 in 25 odds. We've got a team of about 10 right now, Zaloot, between our developers, our artists, pixel artists, modelers. The full Elestrals team has over 100 people working on the game though, like the trading card game and everything. And obviously, you know, we're going to be looking to fortify our team. But a lot of the team has been part-time so far. So we're hoping to be able to bring out a bunch of the team full-time to work on the game. But I feel really confident. Like that's one thing I feel super confident in is our team, dude. I feel like our team is rock solid, man. Rock solid, dude. Like we really got some all-stars. And that's important, right? Because you can only go as far as the talent and the passion that you have on the people that are working on it. And I feel like this game is gonna ooze passion, dude. Like, go listen to Shady talk about it, man. It's infectious. Like, obviously, you know, I'm the guy. This is my game. I created it. But Shady coming on and his excitement and his passion is unreal, man. You know, Shady's not getting paid. You know, he doesn't make any money off of this. He is a co-owner now, but he's working on this as a passion project. And it's really incredible to hear his excitement and what he's pumped about, because we're really following our dreams, you know, is really what it comes down to. Like, we're chasing our dreams, and we're trying to build something awesome and make the game that we've always wanted and deliver a great experience for people. That's what it comes down to. We both got kids. You know, we want to give our kids an awesome experience. I've been telling you, like, I'm a big believer in manifestation. And, you know, one of the things that I've been really thinking about is, you know, what my life looks like. Fast forward 2+ years, sitting on the couch next to my daughter and my son, and you know, my daughter's a little older, which is why I mentioned her first, but sitting on the couch next to my daughter on my Nintendo Switch and her playing Elestrals Awakened and like doing it with her is like, that is peak goals right there. That is what I'm working towards. So you're darn well that I'm going to do everything I can to make this a great experience for my kids and for you guys and for everybody who gets involved. So what's up, Devin? How you doing? Shady is a co-owner of Elestrals. Yeah, he's not a co-owner of Elestrals Awakened. He is a co-owner of Elestrals, the whole thing. The whole thing. Yep. He's got a piece of the whole pie, man. Look at our odds. They're climbing. They're climbing. 1 in 729, guys. I got about 20 minutes to go until I have to leave. We are pushing the clock right now to see if I can find this thing. Oh, man. We are pushing the clock. But we are getting... It's going to come down to the wire because legitimately my odds are going to be so good right at the end that I feel like we got to find it, right? We are working on getting up on Steam right now. We're waiting for Steam approval. It's a little bit of a process to get Steam page approval, but we're almost there. They already responded to us once. They had us update some information, so we should be up on Steam hopefully soon. But you'll be able to back us on Kickstarter until Friday. Friday is the last day, so don't miss out on our epic and historic Kickstarter campaign if you can back us. How many, let's see here. Oh, I think a message got deleted, but not every Elestral will be in the game. We're currently sitting around 140 is what we're hoping for. I'm going to push that a little bit. I want to make sure I leave a little bit of room to maybe squeeze in a few Elestrals that are exclusive to the game that might debut in the game. Like the first time you ever see them is in this game. So I want to make sure I leave a little bit of room for that. We revealed a few unrevealed Elestrals to this point, but I think there's some opportunity for us to put some Elestrals that I've never seen before in this game. That's one of my hopes. So 1 in 600. Post campaign, you'll choose Jester. All right, 1 in 600 odds right now. We have been creeping our odds way up to the roof. Switch right now. It's a digital release. I'm happy to discuss a physical release down the road, but I don't want to make any promises on it. I don't really know what's entailed in a physical release, to be honest. I don't know enough about it. I don't want to promise it. I think if we ever did a physical, it would probably be like a limited special edition kind of thing, you know? I don't think we would look to have like a physical release that was in every, Best Buy and GameStop or whatever. But I could, who knows what the future holds. But that's my thought. I know buying physical games is something that a lot of people really value. I just am not super sure that as an indie title, it's going to be super feasible for us to say, yeah, we're gonna make a physical copy of this game for everybody to get in 2 years when physical games are going to be even less common. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to promise that because it's a little far in the future. So. Will this game have 2 legendaries or 1? I can't speak to lore and story stuff just because I don't want to give spoilers. Are there shinies? Yes, they're called Stellars. We're hunting for one right now. So don't leave because we're about to find it. We're closing in. Our odds are getting better and better. We are now officially under 1 in 500. 1 in 471 is our odds. We started at 4,000 plus. Our plan is that the Switch version will work on both Switch 1 and 2. So we're going to develop for the Switch, and then hopefully we'll be able to get it to work on Switch 2 as well as the plan. This is one of many stellar mechanics we will have in the game, to be clear. This is just one of the mechanics. We have 2 years to work on adding more, but there's going to be chain fishing. There's going to be a mechanic called Nexus where you're going to be able to change the elements of your Elestrals. There's going to be quite a few different methods that you're going to be able to explore. They will be global, Iggy. What about the ones who may not have the means to buy digital copies? I don't know. Are you saying that you can only buy a physical copy of a game? I mean, the eShop is free on the app, like to download the eShop. They make gift cards accessible. I don't think it's too big of a hurdle, right? Is there a lot of customization for the trainer? No, so the casters, I want to be really upfront. We have no customization. I just want to be really honest. We've decided to not do customization for the character. It adds a tremendous amount of scope, time, and development. We're going to allow you to play as one of our characters, Lumo or Iris. But our plan right now is not to integrate any character customization. So keeping things simple. This is our first game. Like I said, I want to make sure that we can deliver on the key aspects for us, which are the story and the adventure. And, you know, customization is not something that I personally hold very high in priority, but I totally respect that for other people that's not the case. But right now, that's not part of our plans. So. Oh, the headband is staying. Yeah, you're going to get that nice headband. Now, you will see the Stellars in the overworld, so you guys will see soon. Hopefully, I will find my Stellar Hydrake any minute now, and you will see him in the overworld. And we will do this before I run out of time. I've got about 15 minutes before I need to leave. So we are doing everything I can to get my odds as high as I can before I have to leave. What's in the little square behind your head in-game? Oh, the little square? Oh, that's your spirit. Yeah, that's your spirit. So every caster bonds with one of 8 elemental spirits. In the full game, you'll be able to interact with the little dot, and it's going to pop in the trailer. You can see it, but you'll be able to interact with your little dot, and they'll talk to you, and they'll have some witty dialogue, and they'll be a part of the adventure as well. But it's rather than having so much clutter on the screen and have like 2 creatures following on the screen, we decided to simplify the spirit as a little dot. But if you look at the trailer, you can see a clip of the character speaking to Alloon at the nighttime. All right, our odds are crazy, guys. 1 in 256. This thing's gonna pop up any minute, guys. Don't go anywhere. We are so close. We are so close. Do not go anywhere. These odds are getting crazier and crazier. Max odds is 1 in 25, so we are getting so close. We've worked hard for this. Hours of chaining for this. 1 in 213. Yeah, you'll be able to just interact with it, Zarya. Hey, Waza, I'm glad you love it. Hey, listen. That's a good comparison, yes. Will we get starters? Yes, there's 8 starter choices in Elestrals Awakened. 1 in 170. Oh my gosh. We're so close. Hydrake, where are you? I'm so excited to get this Hydrake, dude. Actually so excited. Because I did not think I was going to be able to get a Hydrake during this period. Because it is a little rare. You know, we've been able to increase our odds with some of these mechanics, but he is a rare boy. So, can the chain break? Oh, it can break. I'm being really careful to not break it. Okay, there's another one. Stellars are visible in the overworld, and they sparkle. You will see, hopefully soon, I will find it. No, when I reach the highest odds, I do not have to continue to chain. We're getting really close to that. 1 in 127. Crazy to think this is pre-alpha. That's what I'm saying, pre-alpha. If you guys have not backed the Kickstarter yet, do not miss out, guys. We are building something truly amazing right now with Elestrals Awakened. There's only 2 days left to back. Don't wait. You're going to forget. You're going to forget about it if you wait. This is your chance. Head over to the Kickstarter, Elestrals Awakened. This is your chance to back, ! RPG. 8,349 people have already backed and thrown down. 25 bucks gets you a copy of the game for the future. You can choose Switch or Steam. So my Switch fans out there, you'll be able to grab it. And you'll be helping an awesome indie team making something amazing. I gotta do 2 more and then our odds are gonna be max. I actually like our chances. I'm feeling really good right now. I was really nervous for a while, but I feel really good right now that we are gonna find this Stellar Hydrake. 1 more for max odds. 1 in 41, baby! 1 in 41, strap in, chat! Oh, man. This one is gonna get us to max odds. Correct, Zcon, those tiers do open up. Chain of Stars, here we go. Max odds, 1 in 25, baby! Here we go! Go back on Kickstarter! Actually, you probably shouldn't leave this second because you're gonna wanna see the Stellar. Any second now, we're gonna get the Stellar. Any second now. 1 in 25 odds for Stellar Hydrake. Are you ready, chat? Let's see if we can find this thing. Oh, you know what I gotta do? I gotta get a full party right now because we do not want to fail this. Let me grab these guys here. And let me swap to my little Nimbug. Come here, little Nimbug, my lucky little Nimbug. Oh, man. Come on, little guy. Look at him sparkle. Oh, man. Here we go. Oh, dude, we're so close. Come on. Where are you? Where are you, Stellar Hydrake? Yes! There he is! Let's go! Stellar Hydrake is here. We've done it. Look how beautiful he is. Oh my gosh, this is peak gaming. We have peaked. Do I leave him, chat? Do I try to get 2 at once? No, we take what we get, right? You take what you get? I would be crazy to try to get 2 at once. I would be crazy. Let's just get him. Let's get him. He's beautiful. Our chain does break when we get him, but we have officially done it. We've officially done it. So hyped, dude. I love it. We should get him, right? We should totally get him. I'm gonna get him. I gotta get him. I gotta do it. Just get him. I gotta just get him. Let's go! Stellar Hydrake, chat. Look at him. Yeah! Let's get it, dude. We're gonna just bond with him right away. Not messing around. Now, in the full game, you won't have a 100% bond chance, but for now, since we are pre-alpha, we've got things a little simplified in that regard. I'm still failing, but I'm gonna get it. Let's go, baby! Stellar Hydrake! Let's go, man. Chain complete! Yeah, it is! Yeah, it is! Yo. That's crazy. That's crazy. Let's check them out. Let me see. Let me make sure there's no more sneaky ones that popped up. But we have officially done it. I gotta save as well so I can carry on this hype for the future. Let's go check them out here in the forest. Let's go check them out. Let's go to our box. There's our Hydrake. And send him out. Yeah, baby! Look at him! Yes, dude, he's so good. He's so good. Let's go, man. Guys, this is peak. This is legitimately peak. We are building something so sick with Elestrals Awakened, guys. Do not miss out. I'm telling you, this is going to be such a cool adventure. But you got to back us on Kickstarter to help us out. !RPG. Head over to Elestrals Awakened on Kickstarter. It's going to be amazing. Like, we're really building something awesome here. And I want you guys to be a part of it. And I appreciate everyone who has already thrown down. Absolutely nuts. We're still going to up the odds, though. That was 1 in 4,000. I think we're gonna probably not for the pre-alpha, but I think we are going to crank the odds even higher, actually, guys. I think there's a lot of room for us to make this even harder. Oh, I was just told that it was possible for me to fail the bond, that it got added into this build, and I didn't even know. How you going to do that to me, though? How you going to add that in and not tell me? If I failed this thing, that would have been catastrophic. I could have failed it. I didn't even know. What happens if you fail the bond, though? I don't even know. I got to ask the team. What happens if I fail it? I think they're watching. That's crazy, bro. I could have that would have been crazy. I would have actually like kind of they get to take a turn. Okay, so we wouldn't have lost. We wouldn't have lost. Okay. So we would have gotten another chance, so it's all good. That's amazing. Yo, this is actually peak. This is actually peak. We have now our Stellar Hydrake. I'm super stoked about that. Guys, you got to go back us on Kickstarter. Please, if you haven't yet, go do it. I will be back tomorrow, guys. I'm going to come back tomorrow with more streams. I will be back tomorrow streaming more. And I'll be doing a 12-hour stream on Friday. But the campaign is almost over, guys, so don't miss out. I got to bounce out of here, though, because I got to take my son. He's got to get a haircut. And my wife's got some stuff going on, so I got to bounce. But I was able to do it. We had just enough time. We got our Stellar Hydrake. Massive, massive wins. We're happy. And tomorrow, we're going to go for something else. And I think I'm going to go for Fawnlet tomorrow because Fawnlet's rare. I love Fawnlet. I have a Stellar Hydrake now, which is so cool. And I'm going to bounce out of here, guys. Thank you so much. What an epic, epic stream this was. Thank you, guys. I'm so happy. That was so fun. I'm out of here, guys. Have a wonderful day. Thank you guys so much for watching. Go back us on Kickstarter. I'll see you guys later.